Welcome to Hidden Wonders, a channel dedicated to uncovering the forgotten facts, strange history, and unbelievable true stories that most people never knew existed. On this journey, we explore the hidden corners of our world to bring you tales of mystery and wonder. If you enjoy discovering the secrets of the past and the oddities of our present, please remember to like and subscribe to help support our future stories. In this video, we journey into a silent tragedy unfolding across the globe, the slow and quiet disappearance of human languages. Beyond just words, these fading voices hold unique perspectives on reality and history that may soon be lost forever. We will witness the desperate fight of communities to preserve their ancestral tongues before they vanish into the mist, joining the ranks of those secrets only the earth truly remembers. Chapter 1. The Whispers of the Lost Speaker. Our world is currently gripped by a quiet catastrophe that leaves no physical ruins, but erases entire worlds nonetheless. Every 2 weeks, a unique way of describing the universe vanishes from existence forever. It is a silent departure, leaving behind a void where stories once breathed. Somewhere in a remote, mist-shrouded valley, the final guardian of an ancient tongue prepares for the evening. This valley feels like a place outside of time, where the air is heavy with the weight of centuries. Here, the last speaker of a language that once echoed through these mountains sits by a flickering hearth. For them, every word is a precious relic, a shimmering thread connecting the living to the long-forgotten dead. When this person falls silent, a window into a specific reality will close for the final time. Imagine for a moment that your entire history, your jokes, and your deepest feelings could only be expressed in a code that no one else understands. To lose a language is not simply to lose a vocabulary, it is to lose a distinct perspective on the nature of existence itself. Some of these tongues have words for colors we cannot see, or emotions for which we have no name, making their loss truly profound. We look back at vintage maps from centuries ago, where vibrant cultures once thrived in territories now marked by fading ink. These maps are more than just geography. They are blueprints of human diversity that are slowly being bleached white by the passage of time. Where there were once thousands of distinct voices, there is now a growing silence that threatens to simplify the rich tapestry of our shared human heritage. These ancient maps tell stories of migration, survival, and the deep connection between people and the land they call home. Each culture marked on these brittle pages developed its own way of interpreting the stars, the seasons, and the spirits of the forest. Now, many of these regions are becoming linguistic deserts as the younger generations move toward global tongues, leaving the complex wisdom of their ancestors behind in the dust. The tragedy is often hidden from our daily lives, happening in far-off islands, deep jungles, and high mountain peaks. Yet the impact is universal, because every time a language dies, humanity loses a piece of its own identity. We are becoming a species with fewer ways to dream and fewer ways to describe the mysteries of the cosmos. The lantern light in that remote valley flickers, casting long shadows against the ancient stone. As the mist rolls through the trees, we realize that the fight to save these voices is a fight for the soul of humanity itself. The last speaker knows that their breath carries the weight of 1,000 years, and every whisper is a prayer against oblivion. We must listen closely to these fading echoes before they are gone, for once the last speaker falls silent, a part of our world vanishes. Chapter 2. A Map of Lost Meanings. We dive deeper into the mystery of why this specific language is so vital to our understanding of the world. The narrator reveals a surprising fact that many would find hard to believe. This language contains words for natural phenomena that modern science is only just beginning to understand today. It is a lexicon of secrets, hidden in plain sight for many centuries. These are not just simple words for things we see, but complex descriptions of events that our modern languages struggle to capture. Imagine having a single term for a chemical change in the soil that only happens after a heavy rain, or a word that explains the exact moment a flower begins to wilt. This ancient vocabulary acts like a microscope, revealing the fine details of the living world around us. In a small room illuminated only by the soft glow of lantern light, a group of dedicated linguists sits with local community members. They are on a mission to document what they call the lost meanings before they fade away forever. The atmosphere is thick with focus and a sense of quiet urgency, as every recorded syllable is a precious gift from the past that must be saved for the future. One elder speaks of a word that describes the exact sound of wind as it passes through the silver leaves of a specific tree. It is a sound that suggests a coming storm, yet carries a melody that is distinct from any other rustle in the forest. To lose this word is to lose the ability to hear the warning, and to forget the unique voice of the trees themselves. Another term refers to the specific weight of a mountain shadow as it stretches across a valley during the final hour of sunset. It is not just a visual darkness, but a physical feeling of coolness and stillness that settles into the earth. Modern science has no single name for this sensation, yet for these people, it is a fundamental part of their daily life and their deep connection to home. The struggle to capture these fleeting sounds becomes a desperate race against the clock. Every time an elder passes away, a library of knowledge vanishes into the air. The linguists work through the night, their pens scratching against paper and digital recorders blinking in the dark. They are trying to map the intangible, turning invisible echoes into a permanent record that can withstand the relentless passage of many long years. This work is more than just academic research. It is a fight for the identity of a community. Without these words, the landscape becomes a silent place where the deep meanings of the natural world are lost to history. The community members feel the weight of this responsibility, knowing that their children might never understand the true language of the mountains and the rivers if they do not act right now. As the recording sessions continue, surprising reveals begin to emerge from the data. These words are not just remnants of the past, they are insights into how humans once lived in perfect harmony with their environment. They provide a map of how to listen, how to feel, and how to truly exist within the natural cycles of the planet. It is a perspective that we desperately need today. The map of lost meanings grows larger with every hour spent by the lanterns. Though the task is daunting, there is a flicker of hope in the eyes of those who speak. They are reclaiming their voice and ensuring that the wisdom of their ancestors will not be silenced by the march of time. This is a journey of discovery, proving that some things are far too valuable to ever forget for good. Chapter 3. The Living Echo. For generations, the people feared their ancient tongue would simply vanish like smoke in a heavy storm. They searched through dusty archives and crumbling books, hoping to find a written record that could save the silence from claiming their past. But the truth was far more beautiful than any ink on paper. It was not found in a library, but in the air itself, flowing through the living. The surprise came from the voices of the young, while the elders worried over scrolls. The youth were busy weaving those ancient sounds into new rhythms. In small rooms and quiet streets, the forgotten words began to beat within modern melodies. These were not relics of a dead era, but living, breathing fragments of a soul that refused to be silenced. The music became a bridge between two very different worlds, connecting the past to today. The rhythm of the ancestors found a home in the pulse of the present, making the old language feel vibrant once again. It was no longer a secret whispered in the dark, but a chorus sung in the light of day. The children did not see these words as burdens of history, but as instruments of expression. They played with the sounds, stretching them across electronic beats until they resonated with the spirit of youth. Every time a new song played, a piece of history was reclaimed. The community realized that preservation did not always mean keeping something exactly as it was. It meant allowing it to change, to grow, and to adapt to the ears of a new generation. By letting go of the rigid past, they ensured that the essence of their people would continue to echo through the halls of time, reaching ears far and wide. We often think of language as just a set of rules and grammar, but it is actually the thread that binds us together across centuries. These words are the very fabric of a grand tapestry, connecting the hands of those who came before to the hearts of those who are here now. This delicate connection reminds us that we are never truly alone as long as we keep the stories alive, through every spoken word. Each syllable carries a memory, a feeling, or a way of seeing the world that would otherwise be lost forever. When we speak or sing these sounds, we are pulling on those ancient threads, strengthening the bond between our ancestors and our descendants. It is a powerful reminder that our voices have the strength to carry the weight of an entire culture, if only we are brave enough to use them and share them. As the lantern light begins to dim and the shadows stretch long across the floor, we are left with a profound sense of hope. The language humans almost forgot has not merely survived, it has found a new way to be heard and understood. It is no longer a ghost of the past, but a living part of the future. The silence has been broken by the sound of music, echoing through time itself now. The dark cinematic landscapes of memory are now illuminated by the soft glow of this realization. What was once a mystery buried in vintage maps is now a vibrant part of the modern world. The atmospheric motion of life continues, carrying the echoes of the living language into every corner of the earth. We can finally see the beauty in the struggle to keep these tiny sparks of human culture burning bright, even today. This journey through forgotten facts and strange history shows us that nothing is ever truly lost if we care enough to find it. The true stories of our world are often hidden in plain sight, waiting for a song to bring them back to life. As the final notes fade away, remember that the echo of the past is always with us, just waiting for someone to listen and sing along once more.